Hello everyone, today I am going to teach you how to solve the assignment problem. Here we have the problem, this we are going to solve today. Before we are going to solve this problem, we have to make sure that this is a balanced assignment problem or unbalanced assignment problem. I let you know how to find out whether this is a balanced one or unbalanced one. If the number of rows and number of columns are equal, then the given problem is said to be a balanced assignment problem. If not so, then the given problem is said to be a unbalanced assignment problem. Here there are 4 rows and 4 columns, so the number of rows and number of columns are equal, so obviously it is said to be a balanced assignment problem. Let us solve this problem. Now we are going to apply a Hungarian method in order to solve this problem. Okay, let us move to step 1, which is called row reduction. That is, we have to subtract the minimum entry of the rows from all the entries of the respective rows in the cost matrix. Okay, look at the first row. Here the minimum element is 10, that is minimum entry, the least entry, which is 10, that has to be subtracted from all other entries in the first row. Okay, now 10 minus 10 is 0, 12 minus 10 is 2, 19 minus 10 is 9, 11 minus 10 is 1. The same structure has to be followed for all other rows. Okay, now let us go to the next row. That is, here we have to identify the minimum entry. I think 5 is the minimum entry, so that element has to be subtracted from all other entries in the second row. Okay, now 5 minus 5 is 0, 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, let us move to third row. Here the least element is 11. That element has to be subtracted from all other entries in the third row. Okay, now 12 minus 11 is 1, 14 minus 11 is 3, 13 minus 11 is 2, 11 minus 11 is 0. Now let us come to the last row. Okay, that is fourth row. Here the least element is 8. Okay, now we are going to subtract 8 from all other entries in the last row. Okay, now 8 minus 8 is 0, 12 minus 8 is 4, 11 minus 8 is 3, and 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay, we have completed step 1. Next we have to move to next step, which is called column reduction. In column reduction, we have to consider the matrix which we have obtained in step 1. Okay, in step 1 we have got a matrix. In this matrix, now we are going to reduce column wise. Okay, I'll let you know how to do this. Here we have to identify the least element in column wise. Okay, that element again has to be subtracted from that particular column. Okay, I'll let you know how to solve this. Now in this matrix, in first column, what is the least element? I think 0. Okay, so 0 is the least element. That element has to be subtracted from all other entries in the first column. Okay, now 0 minus 0, 0, then 0 minus 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 1, 0 minus 0, 0. Let us move to next column. In next column, we have to identify which element is least. Here, I think 2 is the least element. Now, we are going to subtract 2 from all other entries in the second column. Okay, now 2 minus 2, that is 0. Then 5 minus 2, 3. Then 3 minus 2, 1. Then 4 minus 2, 2. Let us move to third column. Okay, now the least element in third column is again 2. This element has to be subtracted from all other entries in the third column. So 9 minus 2 is 7, 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1. Now we have come to last column. Here the least element is 0. If we subtract the 0 from all other entries in last column, we will get the same value. Okay, then 1, 3, 0, the last 10 here, 1 over here. Okay, now we have completed step 2. Let us move to step 3. In step 3, we are going to assign the jobs to the persons. Okay, I let you know how to assign the jobs to the persons. For that, we have to examine how many zeros it has first. That means each rows are having how many zeros, that we have to identify. Here we have to give the priority to the rows which is having single zeros, that we have to verify first. In first row it has 2 0, in second rows also it has 2 zeros, in third row also it is having 2 zeros. So look at fourth row, it is having only 1 0. So this is has to be why we are assigning this 0. We have to look at another thing, that the corresponding rows and columns are having any other zeros or not, that we have to identify. If it is having zeros in that corresponding rows and columns, that zeros has to be striked out. Okay, the same process we have to follow for other rows also. Now again verify that how many zeros are having each rows. Okay, now in first row it is having single zeros, in second rows it is having single zeros, in third rows it is having 2 zeros. So look at the first row, it is having single zeros, so this is can be assigned. While you are assigning this, you have to verify whether there is any other zeros are there in the corresponding rows and columns. So in this column there is no zero, in this rows also there is no zero. So this is selected. Now look at the next row. Here we have single zero, so this is can be also selected. Now while selecting this, we are checking. Here we have another zero. This is can be striked out. So in this corresponding column there is no zero. Okay. Now in the last row, here we have only 1 0. This must has to be selected. Okay. Now look at here. There are 4 jobs. There are 4 persons. Okay. 4 jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jobs has assigned to the persons. Okay. Now we have to find out the minimum cost. Okay. Minimum cost. What is the minimum cost? I'll let you know. First, jobs, then persons, then their values. Okay, first jobs, and how many jobs? It is A, B, C, D. Job A has assigned to person 2. Job B has assigned to person 3. Job C has assigned to person 4. Job D has assigned to person 1. That means now we have to find out the duration. If a job is assigned to person 2, then how much time he will take to complete that task. Okay, that value we have to obtain from the original data. That is job A has assigned to person 2. Here A person 2, the original duration time is 12. Now job B has assigned to person 3, the original duration time is 7. Now job C has assigned to person 4, so the original duration time is 11. Job D has assigned to person 1, so the duration time is 8. Now we have to identify the minimum cost, so we have to add all these things. So 12, 19, 19, 29, 30, 38. So 38 hours to complete this task. Okay. Thank you so much. So today I hope everyone have got a clear idea about how to solve this assignment problem. Okay, I will meet you in next class with another problem. Thank you.